Welcome back. Great to have your company. There aren't many roles he hasn't played, but probably the most memorable moment is of James Nesbitt with a rose somewhere it shouldn't be.
Oh, I like that.
You would.
I did like that. I thought it was very romantic. He's just back from New Zealand, where he's been filming for The Hobbit, and he's here right now. It's great to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you
really,
too.
really good to see you.
Look really well.
At first bottom on the sofa.
Well, no, I've been. New Zealand's a place where you can kind of get well. There's not much to do there apart from eat well and drink very nice wine, and it's a very beautiful place.
Sounds very, very good. Tell us about The Hobbit, though. What part are you playing?
I play Beaufort, one of the dwarves.
Right.
I mean, The Hobbit is a story about a hobbit, a wizard, and 13 dwarves, and then lots of other characters. But
oh, you're unrecognisable. Which one is you?
It's a long way to go to be unrecognisable.
There you are.
I'm sort of the thinking woman's dwarf. I like to think.
Are you?
The George Clooney of dwarf.
The George Clooney, absolutely.
No, he's Beaufort is, I suppose, considered to be sort of the optimistic one who always sees the goodness in most people, because the dwarves they can be quite a funny sort of group.
Right.
They can be
bit grumpy.
They're very grumpy, and no, grumpy. That's what I'll be playing next Christmas probably.
But this is like before Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
It is. It's the I mean, Tolkien wrote this story first.
Right, of course.
And it's a quest, really. It's a quest for the dwarves to reclaim their land that has been taken. The lost treasure of Erebor, the mountain where they used to live, and it's been taken from them, and they want to go back there, and they get the help of the Hobbit and the wizard, and Ian McKellen is back.
Oh,
Sir
so some
Ian,
of the people that we've... Yes.
Oh, well, a lot of them are back.
All the big names.
Yeah, well, I think just in case they thought that we weren't going to quite hack it, they brought the big ones back.
Just for insurance.
Elijah and Kate Blanchett and Orlando were back.
You were there for quite a while, weren't you? You took your family
I was
with
there
you.
for about 38 years, actually.
No, it only felt like that.
Yeah. No, we went. I went in January of last year, the day before my birthday, and we were there for 18 months. Wow. I mean, I came back, funnily enough, in January of this year to do another series of Monroe. Peter had always given me that time off to do that, but
That's Peter Jackson, the...
Peter, yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Well, and he sort of controls the whole thing. I mean, it's incredible, this enormous juggernaut of a production. You know, The Rings was enormous, that cycle, but it's really controlled by Peter, his wife, and writing producing partner Fran and Philippa Bones. This other writer. The three of them are just in this corner on the far end of the world, but sort of running and coming up with this whole extraordinary and epic venture. You know, it's a great thing. It's a funny old marriage out there, the marriage of this massive thing, but with the very kind of tranquil and quiet and beautiful setting of New Zealand.
No, exactly. And you talked about marriage. You took the whole family out there, didn't you? You'd have to, because if you're out away for 18 months, you don't want to be leaving
Well, you can't really
behind.
commute, you know.
No.
I mean, it's a long commute.
Did they enjoy it?
They had a fantastic time, and it was great. I mean, I think, you know, the girls, my daughters were very, you know, when we first told them, they were heartbroken. I mean, genuinely heartbroken, the idea of leaving, and you know, that was awful. I mean, after about 4 hours of them crying, eventually the younger one went, "Can we have a puppy?"
That was
So we got a dog out there which we brought home. But then once they were there, I think they had a brilliant time. I think it was great for them to experience a whole new culture. You know, because they live we have a very good life here in London, but it was important to get away from that and meet people from different backgrounds, and truly I think they loved it. And also the schooling there is a lot more relaxed than it is here. You know, it was like, it reminded me very much of my childhood with my father. At a little, like Mary, who went to the primary school on the beach, she would just get the bus out, and if it was a nice day, they'd be taught on the beach. There's not that whole syllabus kind of nightmare that you have here. So it was great for them, and I think we were all a bit reluctant to come home.
I'm not surprised.
But we're going back again next year because there's still a bit more to do.
Because that's right, it's not just one Hobbit.
No,
there's actually going to be 3 movies, is that
There
right?
was going to be 2, and now there's
there was
3.
enough material.
I think they thought they'd shot a lot, and they do shoot so much, and I think when Peter began to cut it, I think he thought, look, there's more in this than we thought, and so they've gone for a 3rd, and it's been a treat, and the cast are great. McKellen's fantastic, and Martin Freeman as the Hobbit is just been a revelation.
Looking forward to that. So if you were a dwarf and not a Hobbit, you didn't have to have hairy feet.
I know, but I had
the
hairy feet, but that's easy. Freeman lies in until 7:30 in the morning. We're up at 4 o'clock and
to get for all the makeup
and all that stuff. Yeah. So that can be a wee bit tiring.
Exactly, full of that. It sounds brilliant, doesn't it? I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Well, it'll certainly
really
open, you know. But it's no, I think visually, I think it'll be great, hopefully. But you never know with these things.
No, exactly. Good to see you, and obviously being Monroe as well. Thank you very much indeed.
All the best to you.
Brilliant. Right.